So you're getting to that point in your life where you're starting to mature. You're tired of the loud graphic tees, the mismatched polo shorts, and the Nike Air Forces. All the girls want a grown, mature man. Now, I'm always talking about how you guys need to start dressing more masculine and having more serious garments in your wardrobe, right? But how do you actually dress more adult? How do you mature your style? Now, when I was coming up in high school, about senior high school, I really started to have this urge to take my fashion and take my style way more seriously. This was the point I started to really get into fashion. And one of the biggest styles I really leaned to at the start was this really formal, preppy, organized type of fashion. And I remember particularly when I was dressing in this sort of style, just the way I'd be perceived by other people. People would think I was a lot more older for my age. I was a lot more organized. I was a lot more masculine and mature. So I really know what it's like when you want to sort of take your style to that next level and you really want to dress yourself in a more mature, masculine manner while still expressing your unhinged creativity, right? Because this whole fashion thing is still about having fun, but I definitely understand that you want to be taken like a man, you feel me? You want to be that boy. So I'm gonna cover a few points that I think really helped me branch out my early fashion sense and really helped me kind of find this mature, masculine, kind of more adult sense of styling. Now, the first tip to dressing more mature is going to be dressing more intentionally. Now, contrary to what you think, right? You might have thought you would have clicked on this video, I would have said some bullshit like you got to wear some trench coats, some blazers, and all that type of shit, right? But I will cover a few specific garments that are pretty universal with this whole sense of dressing adult. But to be honest, the most important thing is just being more intentional with your outfits. This means things like the color, the sizing, and the actual pieces themselves. These key things, you need to be more precise and way more thought out about these things. So when I say color, you have to make sure the actual tones, the actual specific colors you've chosen complement each other perfectly or they contrast each other perfectly. And when I say sizing or fit, you want to make sure, not particularly I'm going to say that you have to make sure you're going for slimmer fit clothing or tighter fit clothing to come off more adult. Because no, not necessarily, right? I hate when people come up here and want to force you guys to dress a certain way just to come off for this type of aesthetic. You can be mature and look quite adult wearing baggy clothing, but you have to make sure it fits you exactly the way it's meant to. So when I say that, you can't be wearing baggy clothing and then the waist size is way too wide and sliding down, making your shit look like you're sagging, bro. You want to make sure, regardless of whatever style or whatever aesthetic you're going to, your clothes actually fit you. They actually sit on your body the way you want them to. So exactly what I mean before, dress more intentionally. And now my last point, when I say about the actual pieces themselves, make sure the pieces you're wearing actually complement each other perfectly. And this thing here is gonna really come down to the time you take in putting together your outfits. I gotta say this one more time. Time you take in putting together your outfits. A lot of you guys be kind of just hopping into your wardrobe and just chucking on whatever isn't in your crusty fucking dirty laundry basket, right? And you don't actually sit down and really visualize your outfits and really plan them and really just go through a lot of trial and error, experimenting and putting together your fits. Because like I'd be sometimes taking like a good 30, 40 fucking minutes to put together an outfit because I'm really sitting down there and thinking about each piece, the color, the sizing, the shoes. This is what I mean about being more intentional. You need to take way more time in putting together your fits. And that's what actually gives you that more mature adult appearance because it looks like you take care of yourself. Like you actually give a fuck what you look like when you step out the house. And some of you guys might be like, oh, Brian, I swear you told me in the video you just be putting on some fits in 5 minutes. Bitch, you're the one sitting here watching how to dress more adult. So I think you need to be taking these tips, bitch, not me, okay? But to clarify, really, you will get to a point when you can put together outfits quite quickly, and that comes with time and experience and refining your wardrobe. And even then, you still want to take some time in putting together your fits when you're exploring different niche aesthetics or different niche styles. Because even I still put together outfits in like 30, 40 minutes if I'm trying to really branch out of my typical wardrobe style. Now, the next tip to looking more adult is going to be button-ups. Button-up shirts, collared shirts, camp collared shirts, these are just a critical piece of menswear. Now, I know I said before about, you don't want to have to restrict yourself to certain pieces if you want to look adult. Bitch, the one piece you need to wear is a fucking button-up shirt, okay? If you're trying to look more adult, a button-up shirt, it's a staple of menswear for a reason. This is a piece of clothing that instantly changes the whole tonality of your outfit. And if you think about it, you unknowingly associate this type of garment with more grown-up aesthetics. Business core, middle-aged dad core, old money core. Old money core? I don't think it's called that, but you guys get what I mean. All of these more mature type of fashion styles all share one key factor. They all have a type of button-up shirt within that kind of styling language. Now, the next key point, and this one I really could have said this at the start, but the next key point in actually dressing and looking more adult and more mature is just being more unique and creative with your fits. Now, nothing is more adult than just confidently and just authentically being yourself. And I know we kind of love to sit here in fashion and look up these trend videos and see what's kind of hype and what's popping, but it comes to a point where you really want to kind of just separate yourself from the like masses and kind of just pave your own style and pave your own design and style language. Like outside of the shirts and maybe a couple more garments I'm going to mention in this video, the biggest thing about looking mature and looking grown is just really unapologetically being yourself. Being comfortable, being confident in your skin, confident in your identity, that is the most adult and mature thing you can do. Because I see these comments, right, in some of my videos talking about, oh, Brian, I'm 35 years old, can I still wear Jordans? Or, oh, Brian, I'm like 17, is it cool for me to wear suits? And like, nigga, you wear what you want. Like, you can put it on, and if you're putting on with that swag, that confidence, and obviously, you know, adhering to like a few design principles and style, blah, 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 all the advanced stuff, right? But regardless, whatever you want to wear, you can style it however the fuck you want. And if you're really coming at it with that confidence, with that just assurance that you are comfortable in who you are, that is the most adult and mature thing. Because I hate to come up here and say, like, just because you're getting older, you can't wear sneakers, or just because you're getting older, you can't wear graphic tees. You can wear whatever the fuck you want, as long as you follow the points I'm talking about prior, right? And as long as you're so confident in who you are. Think about all the celebrities. Some of these celebrities, guys, like, think about these. Some of these celebrities we actually, like, follow, right? They're, like, pushing 40 now, but they're still wearing that streetwear baggy type fit, and it still looks swaggy when they wear it. Because why? Because you perceive them to be these cool, confident dudes. So you don't really care what they're wearing. As long as they're styling, you know, good, like cool, crazy pieces, you're still gonna fuck with it. So think about that same thing with yourself. You can wear whatever you want as long as you're comfortable and confident in your own skin. Everyone loves and gets inspired by individuals and people who can just confidently and authentically be themselves. And you know why that is? Because it inspires you to do the same. When you see someone else who's able to just unapologetically be themselves and just put themselves out there, it really gives you the courage to do the same thing. And that's why we owe it to the world to influence and give people the same courage and confidence by just being yourself. There's nothing wrong with the things you're into. There's nothing wrong with the styles you gravitate to. Nothing wrong with that. And I'm not giving you a free pass. I'm not saying, you know, just put on whatever the fuck you want and it's gonna look good. Because come on, you guys see my disco. You guys see my disco, man. Some of these niggas do not know how to put it on. But what I'm saying is if you confidently let yourself follow your interests that guides your fashion style, and you slowly learn how to sort of style that type of fashion on yourself, that is the most mature thing you can do. And now the next thing we need to cover and how to actually look and dress more mature is having your finances together, guys. Having your finances together. Now, I don't know why a lot of these fashion niggas be coming up here and they don't really talk about them. They actually don't talk about the important things in life. Because outside of this whole designer brand, swag, like I put it on type shit, as a man, how are you not having a strong, stable financial foundation before you even start to dabble in all this fashion type shit? Like, how is that not your critical priority in a life? That you feel the need to dress up? And this might even go back to the whole point I used to talk about a lot, about how people wear reps and fakes and everything like that because they can't afford the genuine pieces of clothing, right? To me, finances trumps everything, because your finances as a man is sort of just the value you're able to give to the world. In return, you get the money. It should be your intrinsic mission to achieve financial freedom. And I might just lose a lot of you guys here, because honestly, when I make this, I'm not really talking to the masses. I'm talking to exactly the person I know is sitting behind that TV screen or laptop screen or phone screen, you know, because I know you feel that you can achieve more. You feel that you can do so much more. You feel that you can gain all these riches, gain all this wealth. You've always seen yourself as that type of person that can do that things. So when I say it's your mission to achieve that, I'm not saying that because I feel like you need to get these Lambos, you need to get that $1 million mansion. I'm saying that because simply you were put on this earth to achieve your potential. How can you go through earth living underperforming to what you're actually capable of? I feel like that should be a sin. How can you as a man, you're a man, you were put on this earth to perform, to achieve, and you are underperforming to what you're actually capable of? So don't even stress about all these clothes or everything like that. Because if you really, really deep it, your finances are such an integral part of your life that pours into everything. If you ever look at those billionaires or those rich celebrities and look at the way they dress, just because you know they're financially well off, it kind of changes your perception of the way they actually look to you, because you could see them wear something quite tacky, something quite corny, and you don't perceive it as tasteless as you would with like the average Joe wearing it, right? Because you kind of understand intrinsically that this is a man who's been made, self-made, or I don't really know where I'm going with this point, because I might have lost a few guys here when I sort of speak on this point here. But honestly, to God, if you're looking to be more adult, more mature, you really need to get your finances in check. You need to be working towards a bigger goal than just yourself. You need to find a purpose you can chase. You need to find something that gives you that sort of, it just gives you that future that you're looking for, because you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself. You can achieve so much and you just wasting your time watching these fashion videos, man. Like, I understand we do want to look swaggy, we want to get the bitches and everything, but all of that will come with the finances, bro. All of that will come with a purpose. All of that will come with success. Why are you chasing all of these materialistic goods before actually getting your own life straight? But hey, enough of that shit, guys. Let's get to the next point. Now, the next point I want to talk about in looking more mature is going to be not over accessorizing. And this one's a funny point because, you know, a lot of my videos I bag on about accessories. And let me just give a round of applause to you guys, because you guys actually started wearing accessories, you know? I'm actually proud you guys started wearing accessories. But of course, like always, yo niggas did too much. You guys did way too much with the accessories, right? I've been looking at my TikTok, my Instagram reels about this trend that's kind of like wearing it versus styling it. And to be honest, man, this whole styling it, where they overdo it with the accessories, this just looks so bad, so corny. Because when you over accessorize, it just makes you look so juvenile and so try hard. Like you're trying way too hard to come off as this stylish, like Mr. Put It On, when fashion should just look a bit effortless, in my opinion. Now, unless you just on your fashion nigga shit, right? Actually, I have to put this point here. Unless you just on your fashion nigga shit, then go ahead, slap on them accessories, you know, because you're just on that creative, like crazy type unhinged shit, you know? But if you're coming here looking to look more adult, more mature, then follow the point I just told you before. Now, the last point I need to cover in looking more adult and more mature is gonna be having more variety in your footwear. With my point before about dressing more intentionally and having the right sort of pieces for the right occasion, footwear is gonna be the most critical thing that I see a lot of you guys slack on, because you don't understand the need to have that range and diversity in your actual shoes. You wanna make sure you have some loafers, some boots, some open-toed shoes, just different type of shoes for different situations, because this just kind of bleeds into the whole appearance and your whole image as a man. Because if you're able to sort of have these different type of footwear for these different occasions, it just shows that you're someone who understands the importance of the right tool for the right job. You can't just be wearing the same type of sneaker for everything. And I'm not trying to necessarily force you guys into dressing OPM and putting on some crazy Yeezy boots or some shit, but maybe just dabble with like a few Oxfords, or maybe just dabble with like a few loafers. Is it really that hard? Like, is it really that hard for you to take off those Air Forces, bro? Like, I'm telling you guys, once you start wearing some leather shoes, some bit more dressy shoes, you understand the point I'm saying here, guys. When I bought these Prada loafers here, my life, nah, I'm not gonna cap. My life didn't instantly change, but I really did understand why a lot of niggas like wearing dress shoes, man. Because I feel way more put together wearing these, man. And a lot of outfits, so many outfits I didn't even clock before, actually look way better with these versus sneakers. Because you kind of cope when you just have sneakers or one type of shoe, right? You just kind of cope. You're just thinking, I can dress them up. I can dress them down. No, bitch, you can't dress them up every occasion, okay? Sometimes you need to actually slap them to the side and actually get some dressy shoes. And then also some occasions when I'm going to the beach or something like that, you want to have some slippers or some Birkenstocks, some stylish slippers, you know? Not just some daggy shit. So you want to make sure you invest in all of these different type of footwear, and this makes you come off way more put together, way more adult. So yeah, that's going to be the whole video, guys. I hope you guys kind of enjoyed that. I'm trying to work out with the editing, right? Because I want to make sure having this mic on screen doesn't kind of, you know, make you guys a bit, I don't know, a bit weird. So that's going to be it, guys. I'll see you next time.